Now comes Judaism into the picture. You begin to read the book of God, the Torah, and after 10 minutes, if you are intelligent, 10 minutes, you don't need more than that, you right away understand a human being was unable to write this book. No human being had the knowledge and the power and the ability to write such a book. Only the one that created the world was able to write such a book. You don't have anybody, especially 3,300 years ago, that knew about galaxies, because there was no way to see more than 6,000 stars. Nobody ever dreamed that there are trillions of stars. No one. There was no way to know. There was no telescope, no spaceship, no NASA, no nothing. And the Torah told us, the oral Torah, what's the number of the stars? It's 19-digit number. It's written in the Talmud, in Masechet Brachot, page 32. The Torah told us about everything that lives in the ocean in details. There's no person that recognizes 72% of the world is water. 72% of the world is water. Look at the ocean, it's endless. You can be months and months on a boat and you don't get to the end of the ocean. Months. And there are trillions of things moving in all the oceans, in the lakes, in the rivers, and everywhere you want, in private swimming pools, in homes, in aquariums. The Torah say, everything that has scales will always have fins. Guaranteed. You will never find something that has scales that falls off, and at the same body they didn't have fins. I created all of them. I know what I created. I'm telling you, the Jew, if you found scales, you don't have to look for fins. Even if somebody give you half a fish, you don't see the scales. It was cut out. Somebody give you just the head with a little bit from the body. Here, cook it for yourself and eat. You look at scales. Oh, there's few scales fall off. Baruch Hashem, it's kosher. But wait a minute, Moshe, you didn't see the fins. Why are you eating? You need two signs. The Torah says Jew has to have fins and scales. You saw the scales, but you didn't see the fins. Don't worry. The oral Torah promised. Everything that has scales will also have fins, guarantee, always. Now, when the Torah was given, half of the things that lives in the ocean did not even exist. They only came to the world later when species started to get mixed with each other. Naturally, they create new species all the time. Every day there are new things created in the ocean, naturally and artificially. In museums, in aquariums, in Florida, in Eilat, in many places, scientists all the time genetically mix between fish and snake and fish. All kinds of things they do. Never in history anyone was able to create something with scales and without fins. And if it would happen, that would be the first mistake in the Torah ever. And if you have mistake in a divine book, it puts everything else in question. Why? If God showed me he can make mistakes, how can I trust him? How do I know tefillin is not the second mistake? How do I know to keep Shabbat is not the second mistake? How do I know to get married is not the second mistake? Nobody got the point? Usually in New York, all the men scream, that's for sure it's a mistake. But Baruch Hashem, in Montreal, everyone has shlom bayit, Baruch Hashem. What's the big deal? He didn't buy her a gift for Valentine's Day. But still a good father, no? Good husband. Tov, anyway, to make long story short, in the Torah, if you read it once in your life, right away you know the Torah is very, very strange. What does it mean, very, very strange? You see right away that no person would write such a book, because a lot of the things you don't understand in human logic. And a person that writes a book, he always writes what people can relate to, that people will understand him. He doesn't write things that don't make any sense. If he tells you, I want you to take this sheep, slaughter it, put certain parts on the altar and burn it, but before you have to take some blood, put on the ear, the Kohen, put in his toe, you have to take 7 times in this corner and over here a little bit, and you have to say all kinds of things. What is this? What person will make such laws? What does it help me? Does it help me? No. Does it help my bank account? No. Does it help my reputation? No. And only make me look strange. When Moshe Rabbeinu brought the Torah, If he wanted to fool the people, 80% of the mitzvot he would right away take out. He wouldn't leave it in the Torah, because right away everybody started to fight with him. Many of them had to divorce their wives. Why? Because his wife, she's his aunt, his father's sister. The Torah say, "Ervat dodatcha lo tegale dodatcha hi." Why? But we married, we have children. I love her. She loves me. She's my aunt. I'm 25. She's 24. She's my father's youngest sister. We grew up together like cousins. I like her. She like me. We got married. We have 3-4 kids. Why are you giving me this Torah now that I have to get divorced? Cannot touch my own wife? I'm sorry. I'm not God. I only brought you the letter from God. It says you cannot touch your aunt. She's not legal to you anymore. Or all the meat that they prepare for Shavuot, everything went to the garbage because they just found out it wasn't kosher slaughtering. That's why we eat dairy on Shavuot, because there was not enough time to make new meat. You have to slaughter new animal, take off the skin, put salt, get rid of the blood, and cut it and cook it. You need 2 days for that. There was no time. It was a few hours before Yom Tov begin. They went and milked the cow and the sheep, and they prepared something, dairy. You understand? One person told me, "Rabbi, I know that it's important to eat kosher, but if you ever tasted the steak where I go, I buy the steak, I pay $300 Argentinian steak like this, 1 pound. Juicy like butter. You don't even need a knife. With a fork, I slice it like this. Delicious, one-time taste. And then you tell me if you'll be able to keep kosher." After he gave me that speech in front of everyone, oh, wow, he felt that he's on the top of the world. I say to him, now it's time for me to explain to you why your steak over there is extra juicy. You ready? When you go when you go to that Goyish restaurant and they clean your pockets for 2 weeks now, for one meal, the steak that they give you, it's also from a cow. But let me explain to you the difference between a kosher cow to a non-kosher. When they kill the cows, the goyim, they electrocute them. They put them all on the metal floor. They raise the voltage to 500. All of them goes like this. And they fall and they die. Once they die, it's not 1 or 2. It's hundreds of cows. They have bodies of cows laying there for 6, 7, 10 hours, and you have all the amigos. They begin to come with a knife, and they begin to cut, open it up, taking it up, cutting it to pieces, chopping the head off, throwing it to the garbage. Okay. In the meantime, the stomach of the cow, because it was killed like that without slaughtering, it's full of buckets like this of blood and buckets like this of urine. It's all in the body of the cow. Since the body is dead, it's like marinating the meat in buckets of blood and urine. It's begin to absorb into the meat for 10 hours. Then when they get to the butcher shop, you see how the liquid comes out? That's the urine of the cow. Unless you are Indian, you're not allowed to eat it. In India, they sell urine of the cow in a pharmacy. Yes, they fight. If the cow make, you have to see the Indian. No, it's mine. It's mine. No, I'm serious. They kill for a urine of the cow. I cannot drink now anymore.